I'm back. Hey guys, let's go ahead and knock out this assignment. Hopefully you've already done it and you're just coming back to check your work to make sure you did it correctly. All right, so here we go. Tiny and her 3 friends went to the candy store and bought 1 3600 pounds of candy. If they share the candy equally, how much candy should each girl receive? Well, notice on here, it gives you a hint. Shade in 1 3600. Well, we did that in class. 1 whole and 10, 20, 30, 600s. So 1 and 3600 is what they started out with. We're dividing it between Tiny and her 3 friends. So hopefully you said not 3, but 4. And then we got to find out the answer. I'm going to go ahead and take my decimal and bring it straight up. Can 4 go into 1? No. Can 4 go into 13? Can I make a group of 4 out of 13? Of course I can. How many groups can I make? You know your 4 facts. You should know it is 3. So we divide it. Multiply. 3 times 4 is 12. Make sure you're lining it up properly so you don't get messed up. And then I multiply. Then I subtract. 3 minus 2 is 1. I check to see, is 1 smaller than my divisor? Yes, it is. So I can bring down the next number. 4 goes into 16. You got it. 4 times. Because 4 times 4 is 16. 16 minus 16 is 0. And so our answer is, each girl receives 3,400 pounds of candy. Yay! Now here where it says, now it's your turn to write a decimal division problem and solve it. Use a model below to help you out. Well, let's see. I'm going to do, I want a whole. Okay. And then I'm going to do 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to start off with 1 whole and 5 tenths. And I'm going to divide it by 5. Keep it easy on myself. Okay. And let's see, what kind of word problem can I put? You know me, I like money. Miss Mitchell had $1.50. She wanted to be generous. Did I spell that correctly? I'll have to look it up. So she divided her money equally, so generous, among 5 students. How much money would each kid receive? Ta-da! Done! And now I'm going to find the answer. Can 5 go into 1? Nope. Bring my decimal. Can 5 go into 15? Of course it is. You can. Oh, I can't forget. Each kid doesn't get 3 cents. Each kid gets 30 cents or 3 tenths. 3 dimes. Oh my gosh. She's so generous. Now you have to come up with your own problem. Can't copy my problem. Nah, don't use the same numbers. Come up with your own problem. And then last but not least, our questions here. Johnson Elementary School is sending 547 students on the field trip. And remember, this is a video, so if you need to pause the video, pause it if I'm going too fast. Okay, that's a good thing about a video. You can pause it, you can fast forward it, you can rewind it, you can watch it as many times as you want to. Okay, so we have Johnson Elementary School is sending 547 students on a field trip. 35 teachers, no, they try to trick me up, so I'm going to put 35, are going as chaperones. The bus will hold 24 people. Everyone will ride on a bus. How many buses will they need? Well, here's the deal. I know I need to know the total number going on the field trip. Number going, G-O-I-N-G, on trip. And I know there's broken up into students, which is a large portion. And then I have teachers, which is a small portion. But I know I have to find the total first. So that's step one. So let me go ahead and add those together. I line it up properly. I add. What's the answer to that? Perfect. And then 4 and 4 gives me. And then 5 plus nothing gives me. So I know I have 582 people going on the trip, all right? Second step is I'm taking these peeps and they're going to go on a bus. How many people can the bus hold? That is correct. Question is number, that's a question mark, of buses. Okay, so that tells me I need to take this number and divide it into groups of 24. And I'm going to do my quick estimation. 24 rounds to 20. I can take this number and round it to, you got it, 600, because 2 will go into 6 evenly. How many times? 3. Annex at 0, take 1 from there, and my answer should be close to 30 buses. My goodness. So we should have close to 30 buses. Alrighty, so let's check. Can 24 go into 5? We said no. Can 24 go into 58? Of course it can. It is bigger than 24. So I should have 2 digits in my quotient. 1 above the 8, 1 above the 2. Now I check to see. I know my answer is going to be close to 30. But I'm thinking 2 times 3 is 6. So that's going to be too big. I'm going to try 2. And we should know this because if you double 24, you get what? 48. That works. And then I subtract. And I check. Is 10 smaller than 24? Of course it is. I can go to my next step and bring it on down. And I start all over. Once again, can 24 go into 102? Of course it can. Now if you remember, my answer is going to be close to 30. So I know it's going to be a high 20. So I'm going to try 24 times 8 is going to be too much because that would be 16. 24 times 5, possibly. Let me try 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 more is 9. That gets me pretty close. So I multiply 4 times 24 is 96. I subtract. Bigger bottom, better borrow. 12 minus 6 gives me 6. And I have 24 remainder 6. Remember, I cannot put 24 remainder 6 in here. Repeat, I cannot put 24 remainder 6. No, don't do that. Answer the question. How many buses will they need? Well, if I order 24 buses, that's enough for almost everyone, but 6 people will be left out. So by interpreting a remainder, I'd say I would need 25 buses. Uh-oh, only one S. There we go. And I put 25 in the right place. I grid in my 2. I grid in my 5. And notice my decimal point comes at the end. 1's place, 10's place. Ta-da! Finished with that one. Alright, last question. Kayla has 437 pieces of candy. She wants to make a dozen goodie bags. A dozen, I know, is 12. Each bag must contain the same number of pieces. What's the greatest number of pieces she can put into each bag? So she has 437 pieces of candy. She's putting them in groups of, she's making 12 bags. I'm not going to draw 12 boxes. And the question mark goes here. What's the greatest number of pieces of candy? So I know I'm taking my total. I'm dividing it by 12. My quick estimate. I know my 12 facts, right? So I can say 12 times what gets me close to 43. Remember, if you don't know your 12 facts, you can do your tic-tac-toe. 12 times 1, 12 times 2, 12 times 3, 12 times 4. Oh, I found my answer. I can change it to either one, 36 or 48, whichever one you want to change it to. I'm going to use a compatible number 48 because I think that's closest. 12 goes in 48. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And I have 1 0. So my answer should be close to 40. All right, now I can do my work. Can 12 go into 4? No. Can 12 go into 43? Yes. Without going over, it's going to be 3. Because 12 times 3 is 36. Bigger bottom, better borrow. 13 minus 6 gives me, you got it, 7. And then, is 7 smaller than 12? Yes, it is. Bring it on down. And then 12 can go into 77 how many times? Once again, let's go ahead and finish this out. 60. 6 times 6 is 72. And notice it would be that one. 72. Subtract. 7 minus 2 is, you got it. My answer is 36 remainder 5. Once again, we have to interpret the remainder. So we got to figure out what are they looking for. It says, what is the greatest number of pieces she can put into each bag? The greatest number would be 36. And she'll have 5 pieces left over, right? So this time they're actually looking for just the quotient, 36. Ta-da! You're now finished with your math homework. Excellent job. If you just have not had enough of division and you want more, well, you can Google snort long division and click on this link. The highest number you would like to work with is 99. And look, you can practice. Voila. Have a good night. Don't stay up too late doing math. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.